Very good afternoon to all. Welcome to Tally CA Connect. So, as I can see, we have previous audience and from Vinodh sir's previous sessions at our forum. So that only states that he does not need introduction, but still, I would say Vinodh sir is an expert, practicing CA, Tally evangelist. He does Tally training at various forums, and today he suggested that there's a new reporting format mandated by ICAI with respect to non-corporates, and it is ideal that we do it for TallyPrime customers, and it will be useful for you. So he'll be using Tally ODBC and Excel Power Query, how to extract data from TallyPrime and make sure that you can do the reporting in the required format. So thank you, Vinodh sir, for this great idea. And we already have close to 400 people joining this session. That only states the importance. So it's a brilliant idea. People who are asked for the recording, yes, the session is being recorded. So we'll make sure that it gets uploaded in a day or two, and you can make the best out of it. So thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Komal. I thank Komal and Tally for giving me this opportunity. Hope my voice is audible to all. Can you just give yes or Y in the chat box so that if I want to modulate, I can modulate accordingly. Thank you. And thank you for my previous participants who have given that previous session was very good. Thank you very much. All these motivation helped me to explore more better. Today we are living in the world of data. Whenever data comes, normally I say beta झूठ बोल सकता है, data झूठ नहीं बोल सकता है. So everything is revolving around data. So for so many years, we have been preparing the financial statement, and the financial statement for corporates and non-corporates was the methodology, the format was different. Earlier, I have done sessions on the corporate financial statements to simplify the financial statement preparation process. Now, for non-corporates, guidance note is issued by the ICAI, and they have said that these financial statements for LLP, partnership, proprietorship should be used. See, as in practice for almost more than 15 years, I normally see in my office where unproductive time is wasted in my office. So this is where I find out where this unproductive waste, time waste can be utilized by using automation to minimize the unproductive work. So by this, I have seen that during the audit period, we complete the audit, we prepare complete the audit process from the books of accounts, everything we do it. But when it comes to preparation of financial statement, we give to a junior or our other partners or manager to prepare the financial statement. How many hours does it take to prepare an audited financial statement? Can someone tell me some numbers? How many hours does your staff take in your office to prepare any financial statements? 1 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. We are giving a tallied balance sheet and P&L from Tally. And then what happens, sir? I have prepared everything, but one problem, sir, balance sheet is not tallied. True. So this is what is the problem. Next problem, what it is that the tally data and the financial statement trial balance, what it does, very good, depends upon company transaction, true. But basically 2 to 3 hours are done. And once we complete it, then again some changes are done, some updates are done. So many cases I have seen that tally data and the audited financial statement data both are sometimes not matching because these both are not having any link. The normal process of preparing the financial statement, what happens is there is a tally data, or you take any other software, or we have a 4-columnar trial balance. From that, we use formulas and then prepare the financial statement. And then there is a dealing from there. And if you update anything in Tally, then same is not updated in your financial statement. Secondly, if you want to work faster, then you should know a lot of formulas, advanced level preparation in the Excel, and then you prepare the financial statement. So this method, what we have learned today, one, just an overview of the new financial statement, how it is. Second, from Tally, how you can link your Tally data to Excel data using ODBC, and just on a click of a button, how you can update the data in the financial statements so that your financial statements are ready alongside as you prepare the Tally data. Both are updated at one time with a click of button and minimum wastage of time. So our plan today is to understand about basics. What are the content of new financial reporting for non-corporate? Second, how to link Tally to ODBC to Excel. Third, from that Excel, using Excel Power Query, how we can automate our financial statement process. So these three steps are there. In between, I know a lot of them will be having a lot of queries. We have almost 500 participants. So one big round of applause to you, I give, for you on a weekday, that too on a peak time. You are all attending. This shows that how much we are stressed in our work as a practicing chartered accountants, because a lot of time is taken by data analysis, data preparation. In spite of having lot of AI, lot of automation, there is no proper guidance how to use this and minimize our work. So let's start. So before we start, two things. This already I have explained. This is the content of our program. So recommendation from my side is that for this purpose, you can use Office, Microsoft Excel 2019 and above, because that contains the Power Query module. Older module 2016 is also there, but my recommendation will be taking an Office 365 subscription and using it, which gives more better result without with few errors. Next is using TallyPrime 4.0 onwards. I would recommend the latest version, TallyPrime 6.0, because integration has developed good and lot of the ODBC functionality has improved very much. If you go version earlier to TallyPrime, then there were a lot of troubles linking the Tally and Excel using the ODBC because of the 62-bit and 36-bit concept. But because of Prime, TallyPrime, we have this 64-bit concept. Your system is also 64-bit. Your Excel is also 64-bit. So for this purpose, my recommendation for using this Power Query more effectively would be Tally 6 onwards and Office Excel 2019 onwards. So now, just before starting the session, I'll just take through you the template of the new financial statement. This template I'll share you, like my previous session, I never used to share this template or the Excel file or the PDF file. Maybe you might have asked the Tally and then they have shared the file. But in this session, end of the session, I'm going to share you a link where you can download the template file, link file, and the PDF, so that when you work step by step, you can work properly. So before this, I'll just open the financial statement template so that we can understand how this financial statement is prepared. What is this new financial statement for non-corporates, and then how we are going to take the help of Tally and Tally ODBC, Excel, and the Power Query to prepare this financial. So this template is basically what it is. Normally, many times in the past, I have seen that when I see different financial statement, first page, one company name will be there. Second page, sometimes some other company name will be there. There is a data mismatch. So what I have done is I have prepared one basic data sheet. So it is not only the financial statement. Whenever you do any work in Excel, if you have a single basic data sheet, what happens is your data is captured in one sheet, and from that data, you can insert the data wherever you want. Normally, what we do is whenever we provide the link from one place to another, what we give equal to page up, page up, page up. Then I select the partner name. So like you and I have names in Excel, we can have cell names. So every cell can be given a name. So if someone tells you to call you by Aadhaar card number, it will not be easy for you to remember, but same name helps us easy remembrance. So for this, if you see in this basic data, every cell is given a name so that wherever I want a link to be given, you can see on the left hand side partner one. That means wherever I want partner one, if I give equal to partner one, what is the name there? It will be typed. So I don't need to remember the link. So commonly, whichever template I create or whichever template you create, you ensure that same name is given everywhere. If I want PAN equal to PAN, so wherever PAN is provided, the PAN number will be provided. So all those details will be linked. So this is the first part of the financial statement, that is the basic data. So this will help you reduce the time of linking and mismatch. So everything is linked, even the auditor name, PAN number, GST number, even the UDIN date. And again, these and all are controlled at the respective places, so that if you don't type the UDIN number, it will show in red color. You don't type the date, it will show in red color. Those things we'll see. Then this audit report draft format is there. So as per your requirement, you can change. I have just given a draft. This is only for training purpose. I will not recommend to use for your real time. If you want to use for a real time basis, then please modify accordingly as per your preparation. What is the guidance note? All those things. This is just a sample demo purpose. I have prepared a financial. Even the dates, if you see, everything is linked. If you see the date, everything is linked. Everything formula, nowhere mismatch will be there. So these are the cover page. Now coming to the audit report. So this is the audit report. You can see, you can alter this audit report, whatever conditions, terms you want to change, you can just change it. Below the audit report, even those things, that is the firm name, firm membership number, everything is linked from the basic data. And if some data is not filled, automatically red color will be provided, so that chances of making the error can be minimized. In the month of September or in the due date, what happens is we be in lot of pressure and chances are there that we miss some data. So for these purpose, controls are kept. These are and all simple formula. You don't need to do it. If you want, these and all are advanced level. So computation link. Now coming to the new financial statement format. Now, if you see the new financial statement, we have a guidance note issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Based on that guidance note, we have prepared this financial statement. Even for corporates, company schedule 3, schedule 6, we were prepared. So if you see, what is the problem with this is, these financial statements are very detailed. Like, unlike where you used to prepare a vertical or horizontal balance sheet, you give the basic data, liability, capital, then the loans, secured loans, unsecured loans, then your current liabilities, provisions, assets. But in these financial statement, the total structure is changed. You have to define between the current and the non-current. You have to define between the short term and the long term. And along with that, you have to give a detailed schedule. So if you see this financial statement, what do we have? First, we have the balance sheet. Then we have the P&L. Then we have the cash flow. So where cash flow is mandatory. So in this template, cash flow is not there. So first part is your main report, balance sheet and P&L. Second part is your notes. That is, we have many notes number, note number 1, 2, 3, 4. For these note, we are going to provide the breakup. If you see, this is the balance sheet. So here, all the date, everything is linked so that no mismatch happens. So everywhere the data is linked properly, no mismatch happens. Formulas are being provided. This way you have to prepare a template that it will be error free to certain extent. 100% we cannot tell that it will be error free. At least it is 70-80%. It is going to save a lot of time for you. And here again, if you see, same controls we have provided so that these error can be avoided. Same way, this is your profit and loss account. So the format of profit and loss account is similar to the corporates. When it comes to balance sheet, the capital account will change, proprietor's capital account, partner's capital account. So those details will change. Then you come to the schedule, first level schedule. Your first level schedule is what? The notes to accounts, detailed breakup. So we have the capital account, partner's capital account, reserves and surplus, term loan, short-term loan, long-term loan. The format may differ because short term, long term, I have said long term and then short term. If you see the format, short term, long term, accordingly, you can prepare your format, but ensure that the main contents are very important. You can alter all these formats, add, remove, change, all those options are there. Same way your P&L is again having the notes to accounts. So every note number is there and the breakup is there. So till this data, what happens? From your first schedule, that is from these notes, the data is updated in your balance sheet and P&L. So your balance sheet, P&L, first level notes, and then your detailed schedule. Now, what is this detailed schedule? Now, first level notes, if you see in your schedule and notes, we provide only the individual value, that is the total value. We don't give ledger wise breakup. So for providing the ledger wise breakup, we normally add one detailed schedule. So this detailed schedule is linked to your main notes to accounts, and from the notes to accounts, your financial balance sheet and P&L is linked. So this is where our Power Query Tally ODBC is going to help. So using the Tally ODBC and Power Query, we are going to prepare these schedule. All these schedule, if you see, these are not typed. These are coming from the Tally data. From the Tally data, it is automatically linked. And using Excel Power Query, we are going to prepare this financial statement. So hope you have understood the content, your basic data, main financials, from main financials. So notes to accounts will be there. And then notes to accounts, detailed schedule will be there. The flow of data will be from Tally ODBC to Excel, from Excel to Power Query, the detailed schedule. So whole steps, step by step, in the next 1 hour, we are going to understand. So we will take 1 or 2 questions and then we will proceed. So due to time limit, I may not give answer for your whole question. Depending upon the last time availability, we will take all other questions. So few questions, we will take few questions. In the last, if time is permitting, we will take. Yeah, ODBC, I will explain when I am going to take this ODBC part. Fraction of second, very good, Kulkarni sir. I am happy that someone is using some method to prepare the data in fraction of a second. Yes, template, everything will be shared. Fine. I think better to type the queries in the Q&A box so that it becomes very easy for me. Talking will be little trouble because it will take some time. Right. Template for corporate entity. Okay, I'll update that in the same folder. As of now, we have non-corporate. Okay, thank you. So now we will go to the main part, Tally and ODBC, and how to create the Excel template. First, we'll go to PPT and understand how to create this. See, what is ODBC? Open Database Connectivity. When you see the tagline of Tally, it is what? Power of simplicity. So this is the guidance notebook which I was suggesting. You can go and find in the CA Institute portal and you can download it. This guidance note which contains, it will give you more details about how to prepare the notes on financial statement for non-corporate entities, and wherever some confusion are there, some help, it will help you out. Now, what is this ODBC? Open Database Connectivity. We tell Tally is power of simplicity. There are more than almost 20 lakh users of Tally. And today, if you see why many of the accountants or chartered accountants help find easy to use Tally is the power of simplicity. One, your data while using the Tally is easy. Second, in the new latest version, it is allowing us to import the data from the Excel. Third is that it helps you connect the data. Your Tally data is what? It is bunch of various database. So for ledger, one database, stock, one database, master, one database, statutory, one database. And these are called as relationship database. So based on whatever entry you pass, these database are updated, and then a report is generated in the Tally to show you the balance sheet, P&L, whatever reports you want. So Tally gives you the facility to link the Tally data, your company, to the Excel through a function called as Open Database Connectivity. This is not complicated. First thing, again, I am telling you, if it is TallyPrime or above, and your system is 64-bit, because TallyPrime will work only on 64-bit system, your Excel should also be 64-bit. All the three will be 64-bit. Then ODBC is superb, very fast. Earlier, we were facing a lot of problem. So how to connect this? So if you see, first you have to open. First, I'll just show you by PPT how to do it, and then we will take it practically, so that 2 times for you, it will be a revision kind of a thing. So if you see, first you have to open Tally as run as administrator. That is on your desktop. Tally will be there. Right click, open, run as administrator. Then you go to F1. In F1, settings is there. Connectivity is there. Client server configuration is there. In that configuration, I'll just take you the image. That will be more easy for you to understand. So this is the first step where you right click and run as administrator. Then you go to F1. In the F1, there is settings. There is connectivity. Then after connectivity, once connectivity is done, this screen will open. You have to mention TallyPrime acts as both. Enable ODBC, yes. Enable port 9000. Now port number may differ in your system. In the last, I will give you a tip about this port number, what magic this port number can do. How many of you have Tally, one client, multiple Tally? One client, 4 or 5, for 4 or 5 branches, separate Tally data is there. How many of you are having such kind of? Yes. Now, what happens? You have to consolidate and then prepare the financial statement. It takes a lot of time. So using this port number, in the last, I'll just give you one tip, how to integrate multiple tallies in a single Excel using ODBC and flawlessly create a financial statement. So in the last, this I'll take because it is little small time you will take, and I'll explain you, right? So this is the step. Once you activate it, Tally will restart. So once Tally restarts, then we have to go to you open the company, whatever company you want, that company you open, select the financial year. So the financial year you select and keep it open. So one important thing is, when you want to link Tally to Excel, the company should be open. Second part is that which financial year you want to link to Excel, that financial year should be open. Then only that year data will be linked. Now, if you want, sir, I want 6 months data, then what you do is Alt F2 and change the period for 6 months. That is when you open the company, Alt F2 and change the period for 6 months or 3 months. That period data will be linked to your Excel. So now, once your Tally is done, Tally is opened, company is opened, financial is opened. Next step, what you need to do is you open your Excel. Now, if you are using older version of Excel, say 2019 or 2020, there may be some difference in the menu, because I am using the latest version Office 365, and this version has made lot of advancement in the Power Query. What is Power Query? Certain details I'll give next. First, let's understand this. So a lot of advancement is done in this Power Query. So you can open the Excel. In the Excel, you have an option called data. If this option is not available, you can just right click, and sometimes it is disabled. You need to enable, but most of the time it is available in the data. And in case you don't find this option, you can just Google it. It will tell you within seconds how to do it. Mostly by default, this data is available. So once you open to data, you have to select the get data. In get data, you have to go to other source, and then from other source, you have to go to ODBC. If there are viewers who were there in my previous session, if you see in the previous session, I used to select the Power Query and then I have extracted the data. But this time there is a change, more advancement is done. So once I select ODBC, it will ask me what is the link you want. So you can see this Tally ODBC 64 9000. We have activated that F1 connectivity, yes. So if Tally is not opened as administrator or connectivity is not there, then this menu will not be visible. So if this menu is not visible, that is Tally ODBC, then close your Tally, open, right click, open as administrator, F1, connectivity, check all those things, and then this will be possible. So once you open this, what will happen is it will show you the company name. First part, if you see, it will show you the company name which is open. In your Tally, whatever company name, that company will be there. You have to double click and you will get the Tally users. Now, so many tables are there. There are hundreds of tables. Out of this hundreds of table, every table is having hundreds of column. From this hundreds of table, hundreds of column, I need 5 or 6 details. What is the 6 details I need for preparing the trial balance? One is the ledger name. Second is the parent grouping. Third is the primary grouping. Fourth is the opening balance. Fifth is the closing balance. Now, one point of caution here. When I tell opening balance, in Tally, opening balance will be provided only for the balance sheet for the profit and loss account. Opening balance will not be available because whenever you change a financial year from one year to another year, then what happens is the P&L opening balance is made zero and only the net profit is transferred. So your queries, please wait. We will take after this part completion, total part completion. I'll take all the queries. So in this, we have to search for a database called as ledger. So this is I have mapped so your easy identification. Once you select this, just select transform data. So once you select transform data, what will happen is your data, that means which data, this ledger table will be transformed and imported into Power Query. Now, what is this Power Query? Now, whatever I'm going to take now, preparation of financial statement is without formula, no formulas required. Now, what is this Power Query? Now, Power Query is a method of automation in Tally where you can automate your data and generate the report, do the working in your data. See, normally I tell data ko tod madod ke jodna hai. That means what happens? There is a data, we break it, simplify it or adjust it and prepare the final data. So Power Query is a simple version of Excel where whatever data is there, you import into Power Query and do all the cleaning job. Now, if you have a trial balance, how do you prepare a schedule? You will filter first. You will filter the grouping, primary grouping, then the parent grouping, then the ledgers, then you will copy and paste and one schedule will be prepared. Or you will use the sum is formula and then filter the report. If this grouping is this, then provide this. So these kind of grouping we do. So what Power Query does is, what cleaning job you do in Excel, it records every step. And in case you want to change any step, you can change the step by step. So now what happens is in this, now if I import this data into Excel, what will happen? I will have an Excel with almost more than 200 column items database. So out of that 200 columns, I have to pick 6 columns. So 5 columns. So instead of importing the Excel data in Tally data in Excel and then deleting all the 190 odd column, what I do is I import the data in Power Query. Once you open the Power Query, there is a box on the top, choose column. So select the choose column. It is equal to filter, where you have to search these 5 columns. What are these 5 columns? One is the name, which contains the ledger name. Second is the primary group. Third is the parent. Fourth is the closing balance. Fifth is the opening balance. So I have given just the keywords. Just type the keyword, tick, 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 and tick. That's it. So out of those 200 columns, only the 5 column will come. So finally, these 5 columns will be imported in the Power Query. And now this data is ready for preparation of our data for the purpose of preparing the financial statement. So I'll take a live demo and then we will take the Q&A. So first we'll open the Tally. So right click, run as administrator. Yes. So now your Tally is open. Now if you see, move your mouse cursor on top of the Tally. So in the taskbar, you will see move the mouse cursor to your Tally. Can you see TallyPrime semicolon 9000? That means what? Your ODBC is connected to this Tally. Your ODBC port code 9000 is available in this Tally. So now we are going to open a demo company. So this is the demo company I'm going to open. So this is an LLP. So today we are going to take a demo of LLP. So whether LLP or proprietorship or partnership, only capital account, some change will be there. The next step is what? So go to help F1, and in the help, you have to go to the settings. In the settings, you have connectivity. So this is latest version. There may be some menu, and you can find this client server configuration. So client server, what did I tell? You have to select both, and then this should be enable ODBC yes, and port code 9000, enter, and it will apply and restart the Tally. Since this is already connected to my Tally, I am not restarting it. So this is the first part. Second part, go to Excel, select a blank form, blank workbook. You have this data. In case data is not available, just right click any blank place. You can right click. You can customize the ribbon. Then select all command, and here you will find data and you can add it. So here if you see in the right hand side, this data will be disabled in your Excel. You can just tick it and see, tick, untick. So this is the data enabling option if it is not there in your system. So now this is a blank file. Go to data. So which version of Excel is this? So more option. Okay. This is a latest Excel. 1 minute. Office 365. So now I am going to link the data with Tally. My Tally is open. Yes. Which financial year I want to link? I want to link financial year 21-22. So 1st March. If I want to link 2021, A20, M21. So I link this 2021 data. So get data from other sources from ODBC. So if you are using Power Query, I would suggest that ensure that your RAM is little high. 8 GB RAM will sometimes give trouble. At least 16 or 32 will be decent if you have a medium size data. So here click on this. You will find Tally ODBC. Sometimes it will be 1, 2, nothing to worry. If Tally ODBC is not visible here, that means you have not activated ODBC or you have not opened the Tally using run as administrator. But sometimes for me, even without running without administration, it works in the latest Tally version. You can also try, but if it is not working, use run as administrator. Okay. So this screen will be open, and now we are going to select our company. So here no financial year will be visible. Only it will show the company name. Just down arrow, tally user, down arrow, and then you will find all the ledgers. So in these ledgers, just go to ledger L. So this is the ledger. And if you see the one preview of the ledger will be there. Starting date, from date, registration, so many columns are there. If you see, so many, almost more than 100 columns are there in this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform the data, select transform data. So now what is happening is Tally is linked to Excel through ODBC. From Tally, so many database. Out of the so many database, what I have done is I have selected the one table called as ledger. So this ledger I have selected. Now out of this, if you see, so many columns are there. So many columns for each ledger, so many data is available in Tally. So now I'm going to choose the columns what I want for the purpose of the preparation of financial statement. So first $NA. So I'll get this name. Okay. Then $PARE. So parent. So this parent is selected. Then primary underscore primary group. So this is selected. And then opening balance. So closing balance. So this closing balance is there. So sorry, I think I unselected everything. So opening balance, closing balance, dollar parent. So parent is selected. Name is selected. Underscore opening. So opening. So opening balance is selected. Okay. Some 1 minute. Choose column. Select all. Dollar name. Parent. So you have to be little careful at the time of selecting. Sometimes this select unselect is creating some problem. So this primary group, closing balance, and then we have to select the opening balance. Oh, so I'll select this opening balance and okay. So now you see your trial balance is here, your ledger name, parent, opening balance, primary group, closing balance. Now, what to do with this? If you see this, if this is in your Excel, what are you going to do? You are going to arrange it in a proper order. What will be the order? First will be the name, then the parent name, then the primary group, then the opening balance and the closing balance. But if you see the balance, that is another problem. Now, when you link the Tally data to the Excel using ODBC, all the ledgers which are created in the Tally will be imported, whether the balance is having a closing balance or opening balance, everything will be imported. So what we will do normally in Excel, we use filter and then remove the null or the zero. Now see on the right hand side, till now I have never used a single formula. Only whatever functions available on the screen, I am using it. So now you see, I'm going to filter the closing balance. How I'm going to filter? You have used Excel filter. See on the right hand side, last query is what? Removed other column. So I have selected this. I'm going to unselect this null, and then there is some ledger with zero balance. So this zero, I'm going to unselect. So this is first step. See on the right hand side, what happened? For every cleaning job or rearranging job I do, a step will be created. Suppose I don't want this step, I can delete it, not an issue. But in the Excel, when you work these things, you cannot change it. So now I am going to again filter it, null, 0, and take OK. So for every step what you create, a record is created. So next time what happens is, once I keep this as my template file and refresh the data, all the steps will be changed. Only I am going to change the source data. Next step, I am going to reorder it. So this primary group will come here, just moving, see reorder column. So now my report trial balance in a proper format, name, parent name, primary group, opening balance and closing balance. So this way the data is now come in a level of visibility. So this data I'm going to import in the Excel. Now before this, one thing is that for the opening balance, there will be some ledgers with opening balance and then there will not be closing balance. So we need to create further steps to extract that, but those steps I'm not taking. Anyway, I'm going to provide you the template. All those steps are already covered in that part template. So once this is done, what I'm going to do is load, close and load to, and then what happens? It will give me the options. Where do you want to load? Whether you want to load into table, it will come here table. Or you want to create a connection. That means what? Data will be available in the Power Query, but no data will be imported here. So I'm going to select table and OK. Okay, that is error. I know this error. What is the error is? I had to make one change. So in the number, if you see on the top, what is this ABC? ABC is a format. That means this is a text. But here, if you see on the closing balance, again, text is appearing. So I have not changed the format. So I'm going to change the format to decimal number. Insert, that means in between, I'm going to insert the row. Before reorder, I'm going to insert a step. So advantage of this is whatever cleaning job you do, each and every cleaning job, a step is created. You want to insert a step, delete a step, remove a step, everything. What was before this step, what was before this step. This helps a lot and saves a lot of time. So same way, closing balance, I'm going to change to decimal, insert, and after reorder, my report is in this format, close and load, and all the error gone. And here, if you see, the data is refreshed. So now what has happened? I have linked Tally, ODBC to Excel and then Power Query, removed all the unnecessary column, and final trial balance is ready. Now, if I want to update or refresh, now this financial year, what it is? Financial year is 2021. What is the bank charges here? 450 rupees is the closing balance. Now I'm going to change this financial year. Alt F2, 1, 4, 21, 31, 3, 22. The financial year is changed. Now I am going to update my financial year data. Now this is my template file. So what I can do is I can keep this, save it as a template file. If I want to use it for the another company, copy this file, open it, and then go to data, open the Tally using go to administrator, go to data, refresh, refresh all. That's it. What happened? Now the new data is updated. Earlier, if you see, it was bank charges. Now what it is? ABC traders. Display accounts ledger, ABC traders. So this is the balance of ABC traders. So within a second, your data will be updated from Tally to Excel. You can even import the ledgers, you can import the stock, you can import the vouchers. But for importing the vouchers, you need a TDL, direct voucher import option is not available. So these are the steps to import. Hope this is understandable. So what we will do is we will take few queries and then we will go to the next part. Can you compact your screen so that able to view?
So you can see in the Q&A. So people have been putting in the Q&A.
Pardon?
In the Q&A, sir, instead of the chat.
Acha, Q&A. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Excel format will share. Tally will not provide the new balance sheet and P&L. Yes, Tally will not provide the new balance sheet and P&L format. Maybe later Tally, like previously we had this corporate sum format. They are doing it. The Tally will update. We only pull data through ODBC. Can we insert? No, we cannot insert it. It has to be linked and pulled only. Whether this is applicable to person who has filed return and so on. Any balance sheet P&L you prepare, it is not for audit, even non-audit, audit, everything. The guidance note says that any financial statement, whether the audit or not audit, everything the financial statement, our Tally is in the cloud. I think in cloud also that option is available. We have to maybe I will find because I've never worked in Tally cloud earlier. I used to get a separate Azure system in the cloud, and then we used to import. That is happening. But nowadays, cloud, how it is happening, we have to check. Multiple Tally, yes, I'm going to show you. Multiple Tally, I'm going to show in the last. Via this method is portal sale, columnar report, or columnar sales purchase. Yeah, this what I have done is, like I said, that we can import the vouchers from Tally ODBC to Excel using a TDL. So using that TDL, I have generated the sales purchase working. Repeat step will not be possible. I apologize. This video will be available in the YouTube. You can go slowly. I have taken step by step. Even the PPT is there. So that also will help you. This is done. Repeat, please inform. Okay, how to reorder column. Once again, I am going to take anyway the Power Query part. So this is only initial. How to load Tally to Power Query. This is the ODBC step if you follow. ODBC link to Tally and then you transform data. This transform data takes you to Power Query. After that, again, how to open. I'll just show you once again anyway, that is in the pipeline. In Power Query, in between, will it work on Excel? Yes, Excel 2021. It will work. We cannot import trial balance directly. This method only we can import the trial balance. Normally, what many people do is go to the trial balance and then export to Excel and then they use it. But in this method, this is the only method available. You link the ledger and then remove the unnecessary data in the Power Query so that next time you don't need to do all the steps. Just refresh the data. What if there is opening balance but closing balance is 0? Yeah, that's what I said in the last, that if there is a balance in opening and closing is not there, the template which I share, I have created already steps to ensure that this data will also be visible. ODBC is asking, for me, never such thing has happened. You need to check whether your data is proper or not. So can you compact? Okay, compact is the screen. This is the option available. I don't have any other option. If I do login for the next company, will it work? Yeah. Okay, this is a very good question. This part, what I'm going to tell you is this. Now, when you open a Tally and then you open an Excel, the data will be updated if Tally and Excel, both the data are open. Now, there is one issue with this linking. When you prepare the financial statement from this also I have covered in the next part and tell you that how this can be avoided. Now, what is the problem generally? I'll tell you. Once you give your template and based on this template, you prepare the financial statement. So from this, what you are going to do, you are going to add the sheets and then prepare your schedules and then prepare the financial statement. Some of the staff, sometimes what will do, they will open the company, you have prepared everything and then they will press refresh. Some other company data will be updated. So this trouble is there. Yes. But without that also, we can do this. So one step I have added, which I'm going to show in next step, how to avoid this error of overlapping. Not applicable. 4480, it is not applicable. But whatever financial statement you prepare, for that, we have to prepare in the new format, even if it is non-audit case. But 4480, we don't prepare financials. Whether we have to purchase this TDL. No, this is not a TDL. This is free part. Whatever I have taken now, it is very free. Whatever is available all in the tally, you don't need any TDL. Yes, but if you want to import the voucher, such TDL may be available. But I have taken from online GitHub. One CA has done. So from there, I have taken that. Screenshot, yes, screenshot we have already shared. Balance sheet P&L you cannot import. Only from trial balance you can prepare this financial. How can we customize? Yeah, this I am going to share. Explain Power Query. Yes, that also I am going to share. Fine. Excel 2023, not possible. Fine. This will stop now. Next, we have 40 minutes. So next part will complete and take. Is it easy to prepare financial? It depends upon how you little cautious. Initial some training you need to take, and then you can do. Subgroup, one level group will be applicable. Fine. We will take further questions later. So we'll stop this. So now you have seen this is the way you are going to link ODBC with Tally and Tally ODBC and Excel. Now once this is imported, this is your template file. Again, if you want to go into the Power Query, then what you have to do is, so normally when we open the file will be in this manner. You go to data. In data, you will find queries and connection. You can see this. This is a table linked to your Power Query. And if you see the connection, okay, Tally connection is there, which is in the Power Query. So just double click on this. So once you double click on this, what will happen? Now again, you are in the Power Query. Someone is asking how to regroup, reorder, nothing, no formula, just change. Click the mouse button. Now I have selected, change it. It will be reordered. Click the mouse button, change it, reorder. So everything what you do, one step will be created. Normally we used to group, subgroup, prepare the schedules, lot of things are there. So this I'll show you in detail in the financial statement. So whatever you do, one step, everything is there. In Power Query, some part I will tell you what it is available. Like here, if you see close and load, already I have explained. Sometimes what happens is I'll tell you, when I give my Excel, you are going to open my Excel file and you press refresh. At that time, Power Query may give some error because my Power Query is Office 365. Sometimes it may work in Office 2019 or some error may be there. So before refreshing the data, what you do is you open this Power Query. This Power Query will be open, select, refresh preview, so that if any error is there, the error will be automatically solved and the data will be updated. Then choose column, keep row, remove row, split column. Now we do that is text to column, right? In Excel, we do text to column. What we do, we go to menu and then do the text to column. So we can even split the column. Say you want this split, indirect separately, indirect expenses. I want in between space, wherever it is, I want a split. So I can just split it. Split based on delimiter. So what is the delimiter space? Okay. See, within seconds, for this again step is done. If I don't want this, I can just delete it. So everything, even if you make a mistake, delete the step, that's it. So this way, Power Query is very useful. Lot of options are there without formulas. You can even merge 2 data, 3 data. You can even transform, add column, if condition. If time permits, few other purpose ways where I'm using the Power Query, I'll show you. So first, let's complete our session for what we have planned. So with this, I'm just going to close this. How to prepare the template file? I have just already shown it. I am having another template file with further more details. So if you see in the common shared folder, I have shared this PPT where steps are there. Second, what I have shared is these 2 files I have shared. One is the TB link. Second is the financial. Now, while taking this Power Query, someone has asked, sir, if someone updates, then what happens? Now, if someone updates, it is overlapping. So to avoid this, what I did is, I have created one step. That is, one file will have a link to Tally. So when I have a link to Tally, I will refresh my trial balance in this. See, same steps, whatever we have done, but here, since my template is for both single Tally data and branch data, my template is in this manner. But basically what we have done, little advanced version is there in this template. So here what I have added one step is, instead of linking the Tally trial balance directly to my financial statement, I have broken the steps to two parts. One file will have the Tally trial balance. From the Tally trial balance, I will copy this data, which data, that is the whole data, to a sheet in my financial statement. So this is the financial statement template. So if you see in the last part, that is one 4-column trial balance. To avoid overlapping, this step is added. One is Tally link file where the trial balance is created. One manual step I have created, choice is yours. If you feel that your staff will not do overlap and you are very cautious, you can link it directly also, choice is yours. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to open my Tally. So this is the Tally data, financial year 21, 22. So you can give the date here, which year you want, from date and end date. Then just go to data, refresh, refresh all. That's it. So by this, what will happen? See, it is working. Here you can see the process, accessibility, running background. So your Power Query is running, your Tally and your Excel data is being merged, and the final trial balance is updated. I will show you the Power Query also. Done. That's it. Now we are good to go. My trial balance is updated. What I have done, same thing. I have selected the name, changed the name, parent group, opening balance. I said to add some steps where there is zero opening balance, closing balance is there. That automatically filter will be there. But there are some ledgers where balance is zero, but I have opening balance. So all these steps I have added. We will go to the data, queries and connection. You will find so many queries. Some formulas I have written to take the date, extract the date. So now if you see, this is the trial balance of the head office. So how this trial balance is prepared. So I have given one small query so that from the Tally, it takes the trial balance by linking through ODBC. So this is the name, and then all the steps. You can see various steps are there. If you want to analyze those steps, you can open the Power Query and analyze how I have extracted the data. Step by step, you can study and analyze, and finally, the trial balance is consolidated. So close. Okay, this is the template file linking the Tally to ODBC to prepare the trial balance with opening balance. Again, point of caution, opening balance will be available only for balance sheet item. Second, there is no concept of debit or credit in this. The concept is positive value, negative value. Now, what do you mean by positive value? What do you mean by negative value is? Negative value means debit balance. Positive value means credit balance. So this is what is your understanding. Now, why I have prepared this? Earlier I said that if I have two branches, I can consolidate both the branches data and generate the consolidated TB based on the common ledger, common grouping. All these steps is already done. But if you understand Power Query, so first what I will suggest is, if you want to work on this template, spend some time, not much time, hardly 2 or 3 hours. Spend some time. YouTube, lot of tutorials are there on Power Query. Understand the basics of Power Query, and then it will become easy. In your office, if there's a team of 15 or 20 people, keep one dedicated person who can handle these things. Because if one person can handle fully and prepare all these templates properly, then he can guide everyone what to do. Instead of training 20 people, basic training can be given. But one person should know everything about Power Query, how to link it and generate it. It is no science, No magic. It is very simple, very easy. 3 to 6 hours easily it can be understood. Without any formula, these reports can be generated. Now what I do, this is the trial balance to avoid overlapping. First, I go to my financial statement. So this is new financials. If you see the folder, you will have a file name demo new financials LLP. So in this, I'm going to delete. Already I have explained the basics about this financial statement. There is a basic data, and then everything is linked from the basic data using the cell name. Then we have a balance sheet and P&L. Then we have the notes. Then we have the detailed schedule. Detailed schedule is linked to this trial balance. From the detailed schedule, linking is done to the notes. From the notes, linking is done to the financial statements. One-time setup, yes, you have to do. What is that? We are going to see. So now I have deleted this. See, I have not deleted the header. Don't remove the header. Don't delete the header. Now go to the trial balance file. Copy from the ledger name. Don't copy the header. So I'm copying all the ledger name. Control C. Both are mapping. If you see till closing balance, Control Shift V. Control Shift V means Control plus Shift plus V. That means copy and paste as value without any formatting formula. Now this header is already mapping, matched. If you see all the header, it is still I. And then here also, if you see, it is still I. Everything is mapped. So once I do this, what I do, already I have prepared the link of the schedule. So these are the schedule, detailed schedule. Every schedule is from the trial balance data, what you are seeing here. So from this data using Power Query, I have created this schedule. I need to just go to data and then select and refresh all. So you can see below running background query and everything will be run. All the tables will be updated. Even if there is a change in ledger, everything will be updated. So one-time setup, yes, for one company. See, what is the problem? I'll tell you. Every client prepare the ledgers and grouping in their own manner. If you have a 10 tally data company, everyone will not have a common type of a grouping or common type of accounting entry or grouping or ledger creation. So since we cannot keep on changing the tally data of all the companies to our order, what is the best order I have found out? Import the data using ODBC in Excel, and whatever data को तोड़ मरोड़ के जोड़ना है, we are going to do in Power Query. So whatever options are there, how schedules I want, everything can be prepared from Power Query. If you see, everything is from Power Query. Nothing is from. Now see, for example, partners current account, what is the balance? 2,17,000. I will pass one entry in Tally. Voucher entry, F5, cash. So partner current account, say is withdrawing 1 lakh rupees. Second partner is withdrawing 1 lakh rupees. So F231C, Control A. Now this data I have passed. Now actually there is a credit balance, no problem. I am going to update it. Data, refresh, refresh all. Okay, sorry, this data will not be updated here. First I have to update the link file. So update the link file. So I'm going to update the link file first. So we are going to see the cash. Cash is closing balance. So your closing balance is positive. Control Alt F5. Control Alt F5. Control plus Alt plus F5 is the shortcut key. I am going to data and then refreshing. Shortcut key is Control plus Alt plus. See what is this? Negative cash balance has come. So now I am going to copy this data. Control C and then go to the financial statement. since the number of ledgers and columns are same, so I have not deleted it, no problem. Now I go to this is the current account. Now I am going to refresh data, refresh all. 1 lakh I have withdrawn, so balance became 1,17,000. So how much time it took? Any update you do. Now you go to the P&L or balance sheet. Go to balance sheet. Balance sheet is already tallied. You see, balance sheet is tallied. What is the cash balance? So cash balance. So you see here 80,000. So within seconds, data is updated. Next part. What is the next important thing which is helpful in this? Now, normally what happens, you prepare the financial statements, everything. Now, 5 data is reduced, 7 creditor is added. Then what to do? Again, you waste time, reset, insert the row in the data column, and then you change all the system. Again, it will take 2 or 3 hours to reset the data and prepare the financial statement. Now, what I am going to do is, I am going to add few datas. Now, here you can see this data. Data is 3. So, I am going to pass one entry, delete the earlier entry, Alt D, and pass one entry. This is an optional entry. That's why it was not updated. Already I have passed one entry because of time adjustment. So I am going to add 2 new data, data 4 and data 5. And some creditor I am going to add, which is not available in our financial statement. Now, this is the power of this. Automatically, your schedules will be realigned. So I am going to make it a regular entry, Control A. Okay. So now this regular entry has come. Open the tally link file. This is the tally link file. Control Alt F5. That is the shortcut key for refreshing. The data is being refreshed. So now this data has come here. So I'll delete the previous data in our tally schedule. Delete. Control C. Control V. Now in this, if you see sundry data 4, 5, 6 is added. Practically when we do, when addition of data or creditor is there, each and every schedule we have to go and then insert it, again reformat it. Here sundry data is 2. Sundry creditor, if you see, only 2 or 3 parties are there. Trade payable, sundry creditor, only sundry creditor. Now I am going to update the data. Data, refresh all. So data has been updated. Hardly 1 minute. Now you see what happened. I have added 4 or 5 datas. Automatically the schedule is updated. No need to do anything. Automatically the data is aligned. Inserted row is automatically. I have not created any formula, I'll tell you. No formula, even you can do it. Now go and see the balance sheet, whether the balance sheet is tallied. So balance sheet is tallied. Now how do I know balance sheet is tallied? I'll delete one value in this. You see this, I have created a control. What happened? Red color. So I have given some formats here so that I can know what is the difference in the right hand side. So for this purpose, I have created. So with this, see how much time you can save. Only one time, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, if you know Power Query to realign the data and create the schedules. I have not shown you how to create the schedule. First, I have shown you the power of this financial statement and the ODBC and the tally linking and Power Query. So now we go to the next part, how to create a schedule, right? So last part, last few 20 minutes are there. So we will create the schedules and then take all your Q&A. So now I am going to create a schedule. What I'm going to do is I'll just show you the demo of how the Power Query is raised in the schedule. So go to data, queries and connection. And then you see so many queries I have created. Automatically, if debtor is having a credit balance or creditor is having a debit balance, debtor is having a credit balance, it will go to advance to customers in current liability. If creditors is having debit balance, then it will show to advance to vendors. Everything is automated using this Power Query. So how do we do it? Normally, I said we use filter function. So this is our trial balance, 4-column trial balance. Step 1. This is our 4-column trial balance. If you see this, this is the source. What is the source? Consolidated TB. This consolidated TB is what the data I have copied from the tally link file. Then I have made some removed column, the column which I don't want, sorted rows, and then prepared. Now, what I have done is from this, I have created a reference. What I'll do is I'll not show in this file, otherwise our data will be some trouble. So I'll go to the other file. I have created a reference and created various groups. So if you see, I'll just show you main reference, say cash and bank. So cash and bank reference is coming from what? What is the source data? Assets full. Now go to asset full. What is the source data? Source. What is the source? 4-column TB. Where is the 4-column TB? From this 4-column TB, I have created a reference for giving the breakup of asset. So where is this asset? Yeah, this is the asset. So next what I do, I have to select only the asset item. So I have created a filter. In the filter, I have selected only the assets column so that my asset table comes. Then what I have done, again from this, I have created another reference and created cash and bank balance. So you see what is the source? Source is my assets fulls. Again filter and I get the cash and bank balance. Again, I create a reference for cash from this source. Reference cash and balance. This cash is separate and bank is separate. Separate schedule is created. This schedule is imported in the table. So I'll create one schedule and show you so that you can understand more better. So this is our 4-column TB. What did I tell? I have to create a reference. Right click on this. Right click. There are two options. One is duplicate. Duplicate means what? Create the same copy of this. I don't want same copy of this. If any change is made in the source, everything should be linked. So this is my source. I cannot delete unless and until all the link is created. So I create a reference. Now suppose I want to create a sundry, say for example, cash and bank balance. Same we will take because time will be easy for us. So I change this new cash bank. Okay, I want to create a schedule cash and bank. What will I do to create a schedule? First, I will filter. How what I will filter? I have to go to the primary group, untick everything. I want only cash. I want only bank. And okay. What happened? My filter has come. Now in my report, I want only the name, primary group, opening balance, closing balance, or I don't want this parent or primary. What will I do? Just right click, remove, right click, remove. This is one schedule which is ready. Now another schedule I will create. 4-column, right click, reference. Now say sundry debtor schedule. Now in this schedule, all the debit and credit balance, everything will come. But if you see, I have created various steps. I have taken full debtor balance first. Full debtor balance, then with opening balance, then credit balance separately, debit balance separately, credit balance separately, then automatically link to advances. So we will not go in deep because of time constraint. So sundry debtor schedule I want to create. What should I do? Primary group, untick, sundry debtor. Okay. Now in this, I don't want those with negative value. That is if everything is negative value. Yeah, this is closing balance. So wherever negative value data is there, I don't want that. So what will I do? Number, I'll do 1 minute. number filter greater than 0. Okay. This is what we do in Excel. So one filter is created. I don't want this grouping. Remove column. This is my schedule done. Now close and load to. What did I say? Any tally, that is the data what you prepare. Now new two tables have been prepared. Two queries have been prepared. One new cash and bank. Second data. So what I am going to do is these two I have to load in my Excel. So what I'll do, close and load. Now where should I load? I want to load in a new sheet. So what I'll do is now I will not load. I'll just create a connection. What is the meaning of this connection is the data of cash and bank and the sundry data schedule is there in the Power Query. I have not yet imported in this. Now what I am going to do, insert a new sheet, insert worksheet, and I'm going to import in this. If you go to the end, the two queries what we created, everything is a query. New bank, right click. I'll take one step below, right click, load to table. Okay. What happened? This schedule is imported here. Once again, I'll show you. Wherever you want the schedule to be inserted, the query is already created here. I have not yet imported. Select the place, right click, load to table, and okay. So now what has happened? This is come. Sir, but here the coloring is there. Formatting is different. If you see in the detailed schedule, the format is different. Here no header is there, no total is there, everything is there. But why that is a different format? Okay. See, this is where this thing that is automatically insert of additional debtors and creditors for some 8 to 10 years, I was searching how to do it. And suddenly I got an opportunity to take a session on tables. So tables help me analyze this and then understood that the power of table is when the source data is changed, automatically the rows are inserted and added by a table. So everything is what? Table. It is not a Excel schedule. It is a table. So if you see every table, one table design is there on the top. So what I'm going to do, I don't want the header. So I'm going to remove the header and I'm going to give cash and bank balance. Then here also I don't want header. Okay, go to table design, select the table. So if I press somewhere else, that is select any other cell, table design is not there. If I select inside the table, table design will be there. Then I will remove the header. I want the total. I'll tick the total. I don't want the banding. That is the alternate color thing. So banded rows, untick. Same way here. Header, total. Sorry, header I don't need. Banded, I don't want. Now this schedule is done. Alt equal to formula. Alt equal to. Never copy this formula. Normally when we use alt equal to, copy the formula and paste it. But here don't do it. Every formula again, one link is created. So here I can give previous year, current year. Now in the table, if you see, there is an option. What is this? Go to table design. Lot of designs are there. I have created my new table style. What is my new table style? If you go to my detailed schedule, my table style is on the top, nothing, only in the total column, I want the line to be appeared. So one template is created, table design. You can go and select new table design and create your own template format. But here I am going to create I have already created customs. Select this table design, customs. This is one part. Another problem with this is whenever the name increases or decreases. Now see this. I am going to increase the name. So very good industries. I am going to go to the main data. Control F, Control V, very good industries. And I will increase the length of this ledger. Okay. Page up. Control Alt F5. That is refreshing the data. What happened? Column size automatically increases or decreases. If I preset a design and keep it, then every time I refresh the data, this problem is going to come. Then again, I went to YouTube Baba, Google Baba, and searched how to stop this. So for this, what you need to do is select the table, go to table design, select properties, and adjust column width. OK. Select table, properties, table design, properties, untick adjust column width. OK. Now I am making some standard size. Okay. So say this is the standard size. I am going again to my trial balance. Control F. Okay, this is already there. I'm going to delete this. So now the column width is changed. Control Alt F5. Data is updated. Name is changing. And you see the column width will not change. Since because I have locked the column width. So this way what happens, you don't need to again waste your time formatting the data and a lot of work. So much, every table, this properties you have to go and remove the column width. In my template, everything is already done. So you don't need to worry about that. So this way you can prepare and create the financial statements. So now the time is 4:22. My time is till 3:30. One last part, I will complete it off and then I'm going to take all your Q&A. See, one last part, what it is the code, that is port code we were discussing. If there are 2 or 3 branches, then how to consolidate the financial statement. The link lies in this port code. Now I have opened one company. In one company, what I'll do, I'll go to F1, select the settings and connectivity, and here the value is what? 9,000. Okay. Then I open another company. If you see by default, that company will also be 9,000, but open that, change that data with 9,001. So 2 tally will be open, one with port code 9,000, second with port code 9,001. Sir, I have 3 tally. Then open third tally, port code 9,002. So open this trial balance, one sheet linked to 9,000 trial balance. Second, again transform, same process. Now when you see this part, okay, this part here it will show you 9,000. If you want to get the data from 9,001, select 9,001, 9,002, 9,002. So this way, multiple tally datas, one trial balance you can prepare, use the Power Query, consolidate, prepare the consolidated trial balance, and every data will be updated. Open 3 tally company, refresh Alt F5, and all the 3 tally data will be updated in the 3 trial balance. 3 trial balance will be updated in the consolidated financial statement. Copy the trial balance, go to the financial statement, paste the data, refresh. Your data is ready and save your time. So now the floor is open. I know I was little fast because of time constraint, but I think that to basic level this is done because of the time constraint. And one another news is that last time I never used to share this template, but this time I have opened a link. So this is the link https://bit.ly/vknfs. If you click that link, one Google folder will open. You have the PDF, this PDF. Second, the demo financial trial balance link file. Third, the financial statement. So as I said, if you open, don't directly refresh the data. Once go to data, open the Power Query, refresh inside the Power Query, and then update the data. This will happen. Some of you will face the errors. Yes, because nothing comes easily. Whatever I have done is in the past 3 to 4 years, I have done a lot of research on this. and found out a solution. See, for me, when solution has to be universal, everyone can do it. That's why I take some time, because this gives me lots of interest and this is my hobby. And I want to automate lot of things in office so that I save a lot of time. So using Power Query, even the GST reconciliation, voucher import, the bank statement import with the ledger name, everything I have done using the Power Query. So now the floor is open
Yeah.
for Q&A.
Vinod sir, could you copy that link and paste it in the chat, because to type those things, it's
1 minute,
difficult.
1 minute, madam. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope that you have made the rights limited, like nobody can edit it, but they can download
Yeah,
it. So
something edited, some not editable. Everything is there.
yeah, so
I have
that
not made it
everybody can
to
make use of it.
do everything that they cannot do anything and only update it, because this will not be useful for them. So they can do their own research in
Yeah,
this.
yeah. No, because sometimes the okay, Vinod sir, you have not shared it with everyone. One
Yeah,
second,
I have
I'll just
shared.
call. No, no, you have
Okay,
shared it with
okay. I have
host and
shared to the
panelists.
panelist. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Just a
yeah.
second. I think someone has already shared it.
No, again, they are not permitted to send it to the audience. Yeah,
Okay, okay, fine.
yeah.
So how I
So I'll
hope now
just
the link
yeah,
link
yeah,
has
it
been
is
shared.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can one
So
person confirm so that I'll disable the chat afterwards so that the link is not lost?
yeah, yeah.
Can Okay,
So now
thank you.
what I will go to Q&A and
Yeah.
then close this session. So
Yes, sir.
thank you all for patiently listening me to the last 1.5 hours. And I'm very happy to see more than almost 600 people joining this session. I know automation can make a lot of things better for us, but unless and until we don't use it, we cannot get the benefit. In my office, only one person takes care of the financial statement. 30, 40 financial statements we do in 1 or 2 days. Even how much ever changes are there in Tally, this is tried and tested. But only thing is, the schedule preparation is one place where one person should be dedicatedly properly given a training to prepare and generate the schedule according to the new financial format. So Q&A now I will take.
Yeah.
If I do log in for the next company, whether, okay, restart, I've already said this template file, you can keep as a template, save it as, and then again open the Tally company, second company, whichever the company is on the top. Now, whichever company is on the top, that company will be linked. Now, if 4 or 5 companies are open, which company is on the top, dark color, that company will be linked. Next, whether these steps to be done for every company and Tally. Once you create a template not required. What step you need to create is one basic data you need to fill in the financial statement. Some data manually you have to update, like your stock data, capital account data, depreciation data. These things manually I have given. Everything is not linked, but 90% of linking is done. And once template is there, then you need to open every company. Say you have 10 companies, take one company, link and prepare one template file for that. So what will happen for this is, next year, what happens, almost the format will be simple. Refresh it, realign will take 5 or 10 minutes. Yes, vouchers can, no, without ODBC, you cannot, without TDL, you cannot extract vouchers. There is with TDL only you can extract. How can we customize report? See, time is limited. Customize report in the sense, if you see my earlier videos, which is available in Tally Connect, I have given you few sample videos. Even the voucher extract also, I have shown some sample. So there you can show it is available in YouTube. Power Query, Excel transform, you can see the video. Excel 2016 Power Query is that, but not great. A lot of troubles are there. Username, password, I need to check, because normally when you open the Excel data, Tally data, and open the password, the data connectivity is given. Password again is not required. You can just cancel it. It will accept it. XML is a different thing. XML, you have to export it and then import it. But ODBC is real-time linking. No, directly financial reports will not be implemented in Excel directly, because the format is defined in Tally, whatever vertical and horizontal, unless and until they incorporate the new financial format in Tally, but it will be little cumbersome because lot of things are there, more than 180 days, then the MSME, lot of things are there. But I think some research is going on in Tally. Maybe next few years we'll be able to find out. Can you please show the text number convert error? Okay, 1 second. I'll take a text number convert error. Open this TB. So in the TB, if you see on the top, you have one format. You can see your closing balance. So it was earlier ABC. That means text. I have changed to decimal. Okay. So again, you can see my video once it is uploaded in the YouTube. Where is the query box? 1 minute. Lot of query. Can we download Power Query? It is part of Excel. No need to do. Slowly, sorry for that. You can watch the video. Open Excel and click the get data from other sources, but ODBC password, you can give cancel and try it. Which version we need to check? For any error, output column cannot. We need to see, I have to check, I don't know. Yes, individual HUF trust society, almost similar format is there, only capital account will change. I have given one PDF, that is the PPT. In that I have shown guidance note to financial statement. You can just search in the net. Institute version is having one Excel file also, and the guidance financial note in the CA Institute file. So using that also you can keep and keep your demo. Thank you. Thank you for your wishes. Instead of copying pasting into new trial balance, can again see, once we create a link, refreshing will create a problem. That's why I have done this. Comparative, if you want to add, you can add using the, that is port code 9000 9001. You can create a link, previous year data, this year data, everything will be there. Create a reference, right click, reference. Purchase register, sale register, I have never tried, but voucher I have tried and then I have done it. Data is negative balance at the year end. And I want to show the same. That also can be done. Merge the debit balance, credit balance, all those merging can be done in the, what they say, Power Query. You have to manually do it. Amount in lakhs, crores, yes, you can add a formula, divide by so and so, and automatically amount in lakhs will come. How classification of balance can be done, like current, non-current. That's what did I say? From trial balance, you can split the same ledger into two parts. In Power Query, you need to create some formula. Some ledgers will be current, some ledgers will be non-current. What did I filter? I filtered the primary. Then what you can do, you can filter the ledger-wise ledgers and show it as a two-part. How to change minus balance automatically in the Power Query? Just you can write a function, multiply into -1, automatically the minus balance will change. Header detail notes, manually you can add rows and provide it. Excel file, I have shared the link. YouTube channel, there are a lot of YouTube channel. You can just search Power Query basics, which tutor is suitable for you, your language, accordingly you can do it. Thank you very much.
So is the PPT part of the link you have shared?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So Mr. Neeraj, you can see the, I'll
Thank
just paste
you.
the link again. Yeah.
PPT, separate file, ODBC, I think most of the things, template will be shared, amount preference. Comparatives, already I said, you have an option that you can take the previous year tally, current year tally, give the code 9000, another one 9000, create two trial balance, and then in the Power Query, one column current year, one column previous year, but ensure that the ledger names are similar. TDL name, you can watch my previous videos in the YouTube. There's no TDL specific. One GitHub, one account was there, CA Ramanujam. So he has helped me. In his GitHub, I have got the TDL. Yes, you can
Yeah.
change and create the format. Let
So I
us.
think
I think
most of
lot
the
of
questions
there
are
are mostly
repeated. Yeah.
commonly part. So I
Mhm.
think sorry if I have missed anyone's query. You can share in my email also. Thank you everyone for participating in this, and thank you Tally, and thank you for your Q&A. Hope this session have helped you. So use the technology in your office, automate in your own ways. It is nothing that we can. I have done in my own way, and it has benefited a lot. But problem is we don't often change. We are comfortable in doing what we are. Then we spend lot of time. So thank you, madam. Thank you, Komal. Now,
Thank you, Vinod sir.
yeah,
Just one last thing. So there's a question that can we use your Excel sheet for all creation of financial statements, or new Excel needs to be created with schedules?
yeah, you have to modify accordingly.
Okay, thank you. So that's the session has been really great. At one point of time I saw there were more than 700 people,
Oh,
so it was amazing. And as you can see, the compliments pouring in. The request for the recording, please allow us a day or two time. I have shared the playlist link of the CA Connect playlist, so you can simply, if you're already part of our CA community, just put in the say you want the recording. We'll be sharing it, or in Tally Solutions under Tally CA Connect, or you can just simply put Tally CA Connect, CA Vinodh Kothari. You will be able to see his previous
thank
thing
you.
also, and as well as the current one. So thank you all. I'll now end the session. Thank you, Vinod sir.